Hi Bharat,
Hi,
good evening.
Pinaki. Yeah, good evening.
What's up? What's happening?
Going fine. Everything going fine by grace of God.
Superb. So God is happy with you.
Eh?
God is happy with you.
Yes,
You made
God is
it
happy with
now.
me. Yes, blessing with me so many good people, good things, good places, good experiences in my life.
Superb. Good. So, what would you like to share today?
We'll see. Let's people join and it's share. Otherwise, we'll share.
Okay.
What do we want to? How was your day?
See, as I was reading through this book today,
Hmm.
uh, actually, I read Rajeshwari's story yesterday,
Yeah.
and like she went one step ahead with the book, which I didn't do. So, I eventually, when I started reading the chapter 2, I stumbled upon this page where it says that as you start to walk on the way appears.
Yes. Light.
So it is a very famous quote by Rumi. And when I read it, I felt like I have read it earlier also.
Yeah.
It just passed by like that. So this is a very famous quote. Naturally, it passed by, and I could relate that yes, probably I've read it earlier also. Particularly when I read the word Rumi, then I told
Hmm.
myself definitely then I have read it. It's not that maybe. And I was thinking about that. Okay, let me look into this and see what I can create for myself today. So, like as you start to walk on the way appears.
Hmm. Yes.
So I
You
started
just to
asking myself,
start taking first step, then the base step will come on its own, and the light will come through the funnel, the
hmm.
tunnel.
So I started thinking, okay, how can I apply it today?
Hmm.
So are you sitting in a terrace? There's a cloud behind you.
No, no, it's the veranda. It's the veranda.
Ah, veranda. Yeah. So
Okay,
there's a
okay.
sky behind you. I could see.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Because
Today is.
here it's storm. Is thunderstorm is going on here in Noida
I
right now.
hear also some weather forecast is like that only that there's some cyclone is likely to be there, and the wind is also quite uh, cold, and as well as the speed is also high. Quite.
And there is still sunlight I could see behind you.
Not sunlight, it's
Or some
street
street
light.
light.
Street
Okay.
light, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's good, beautiful place. So I think there is no mosquitoes in that area
Oh, no, no.
because we have presence of mosquitoes and sometimes it creates challenges. That's why I can't sit in the terrace when the evening
Okay.
just drops in.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's not throughout the year. Sometimes this time of the year it happens.
Yeah, some mosquitoes are there some of the time, maybe mostly in the monsoon time.
Hmm.
During the summer, they are not there. So monsoon time, we have that problem of mosquitoes.
All right, let's get started. We have Shruti with us.
Shooty with us.
Okay, so ओके भरत भाई आप शुरू करो फिर मैं अपना सुनाऊंगा फिर मैं हम लोग इसी तरह सुनेंगे
Oh, so I came across this video of that 5 regrets of time, 5 top regrets of dying people. It's a wonderful book, 5 top regrets of dying people. Based on that, the video is made. So I was connecting the dot with our own book of 5 types of wealth. What could be the connection we can have with this beautiful video? The first regret is what? I wish I would have lived my life true to myself. That means it's a mental wealth. I want to grow and develop and realize my true potential. That is the first mental wealth I need to do that. Second thing, time wealth. I will focus and prioritize my time on things which matters to me. That is the time wealth I need to do. And the third is the financial. As I am doing what I am truly love, I will be definitely successful in that, and I will live happily after that. So that is all three wealth you can connect with the first regret. The second regret was I wish I hadn't worked so hard. If you work so hard engross so much in your work, in your job, in your career, in your business, then you're likely to miss the children's development, growing stage of your child, and you miss the companionship of your partners. So that will be a lack of your social wealth. And if you overwork and you have extra stress, then it will deteriorate your health. That will the physical wealth will be affected. So that is the second thing this can be. And third is wish I had the courage to express my feelings. If I don't express my feeling, then it will be there in my heart, that will be suppressed, and that can lead to bitterness and resentment, that can lead to physical health problems. So that physical well will be affected. And secondly, if I am not
Bharatji,
expressing my
thoda,
feelings
sorry,
and my
Bharatji.
emotions, pardon,
Sorry, Bharatji.
pardon,
Thoda sa,
what do
I
you
think
say?
there is seem to be some network issue with the video. I'm not sure Pinaki ji can also feel the same.
In the video is I am sitting in a dark area, so but audio is clear or not?
Yeah, now it is better because I was losing some words in the middle, so that's why I intervened.
Okay, maybe some network may be weak in this area, but
Yeah.
video is but audio should be clear. That is one thing. This thing is required. So we are talking about the third uh, regrets of a top dying people of who are dying. The third regret was they are not able to express my feelings. So that will lead to suppressed feelings, and that will lead to bitterness and resentment, and that can lead to physical deterioration of health. And as I am not expressing my feeling, I am not able to express what I exactly want in my life. So I may lead a mediocre life. So that again is mental health is affected. The fourth regret is I wish I had stayed in touch with my friends. Social wealth is very important. We need to take time and effort to develop those relationships with friends and family. And we should have the fun and frolic with family and friends and creating wonderful memories so that we can create more memories together. Ultimately, it all comes down to love and relationship at the end of. Nobody at the end of life say that I would have a bigger bungalow, I would have a bigger car, I would have a second farmhouse. Like this nobody talks about. Everybody talks about what they miss in the love and relationship with their friends and family. And the fifth regret is very is common. I wish that I had let myself be happier. We don't know what exactly give me happiness. This encompasses all five types of wealth. If you look at the physical wealth, if I enjoy my health, then I will be happy and I will be able to do what I want to do. Mental wealth, if I realize my true potential, then I will live happily. If I'm not, I'm living a mediocre life, so I won't be happy in that case. Time wealth, I'm prioritizing my time and what matters the most for my passion and for my family and friends. So I will live happily because I am following my passion and I am spending quality time with my family and friends. And social wealth, I'm spending efforts and time in developing the relationship. Social wealth is also improved. And obviously the financial wealth, I can simplify my lifestyle. What is enough for me to live happily? And for that, I can plan and do investment and get the return so that I can live happily forever. So happiness is a choice. Life is a choice. Everybody has 24 hours in a day. Only we have to use, I have to choose how I want to live that 24 hours. It's my life and I have to do what I want to do in that 24 hours. That choice is mine. Nobody has 23 hours, nobody has 25 hours. Everybody has 24 hours. What I want, what I do in the 24 hours, that matters. So I choose consciously, choose wisely, and choose honestly. I choose happiness. So that's what I want to share from my side. Yeah, thank you.
Superb, Bharat bhai, superb. Bharat, you are also into our FELD group?
Pardon?
You are also in our FELD reading group?
Which group?
FELD reading group.
Yeah. Reading group. Yeah. There.
You just share this tonight. The connection
Not
between
no.
these two books.
Yeah, but not ready for that. But we'll definitely give it a try at some maybe next Friday or some other day.
Yeah. I really like this. Like you can just share it right away. Don't wait for certain things to come up. आपने बहुत
No,
अच्छा बोला. अभी जब आप बोलेंगे ना नेक्स्ट टाइम वो और भी बेहतर होगा. अभी सेशन शुरू होगा ना 8 बजे. You just join. Just leave a message with Rajeshwari. She is managing it. And बहुत अच्छा प्रेजेंटेशन रहेगा आपका. And you'll finish it in also 10 minutes. लाजवाब. All right, good. So yeah, Shruti, your story.
Yeah, Pinaki ji, sorry I got a call, so I did not hear. You were asking me to share my story.
Yes.
We want to hear from you also, Pinaki ji. We
Yes,
are
sure.
only talking every day.
Yes. I also spoke yesterday. You missed that.
We can't hear you. I'm saying we want to hear from you also.
Yes, you will. You go ahead. I shared yesterday also.
So, Pinaki ji, I have not gone to chapter 2, but I did read the chapter 1 yesterday. Okay, though I don't have kids, but what I understand is basically the relevance is nobody talks about losing any money or not creating any certain amount of wealth. You always cherish the times that you spend with the loved ones, or whatever small moments, those create memories. You don't, but yes, how you celebrated with your closed one, I think that is something which is more important, which holds more relevance. So I want few for job wherein I didn't know how the people were, how the locals were. So I used to interact more with the kids. I used to go to like colleagues' places, play with the kids, because I always felt those are the people who are totally selfless. They will not try to take any benefit from you. All the colleagues which will be there, they will do anything. Acha, what I can get out of this person. So that ways I felt that as the person, as the writer is saying in the book, that hold on to the times, don't miss on the time to play with your kids. So that is how I feel that kids are always very selfless. They are actually God's angel, and irrespective whether you are their parents or not, kids teach you the biggest thing. When you are playing with the kids, they teach you so much of so many small things which you don't realize. Like the patience is one of the key thing you can learn from kids. The curiosity. They are not, they are not people who will think who's thinking what about me. They will just do everything with full heart, with full joy, without thinking what the outcome will be or what the other person is thinking. So I think we have a lot of takeaways even from the kids. We can't hear you, Pinaki ji. You are on mute.
Share your perspective. See, always share from first person view. Share from
Yeah.
first person context.
You told me this before also. Yeah, I think I need to get better at this. Yeah.
Yeah, because you are passing this message and AI will pick up information from there. So you have to be very choosy about the words that you are using so that you can actually create a wonderful story out of your experiences.
Agree. Now we would like to hear from you also.
Absolutely. So as I was reading the chapter 2, I stumbled upon this beautiful statement, which is by Irumi, where he says that as you start to walk on the way appears. Now, so I was actually asking myself that why I'm doing all these things with this one book. Like, what is actually my intention, or what is going on in my head? Why I actually even started about doing something which a book in a completely new way, dynamic new way. Why I'm talking about that? Let us just do the book. Let us just leave the book. Not just read the book, actually living the book. Even if I read one page, I will find something over there and I'll just pick that point. I'll leave that point for at least for some time throughout the day, maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, so that I can stay in the vibration. And this, I was actually thinking about this, that why I'm putting it so much of effort, that when I'm just taking the whole thing, I'm at the same time also learning AI dedicatedly right now. So I have allocated some time for it, using which I just developing my AI skills. And I picked up this as a practice ground, that okay, how about just actually taking your stories, taking your emotions, the words that you are using, the way you are using those words, they are some way connected, they are some way expressing your emotions. So there are AI tools which can connect to that also. So I'm exploring them, and then I'm listening to the original story also, the whatever you people are sharing, and then I'm reading the same story which is being given by the AI tools. And that's why every time I'm asking this question also, that once you read this, did you find it connected to exactly what you wanted to say, or how far it is you can see the connection? Now, when I was reading this and I came across this beautiful statement, that as you start to walk on the way appears. So what I started discovering is that probably we are in a concerted activity. I would say it's like a harmony kind of thing, or a concert kind of thing. Like you imagine a concert that everybody is playing some instrument, and eventually a beautiful music is being created. So I was looking at it, and then I came up with four words, and these four words are what appeared to me as a way. And these four words are, like, I eventually I started writing that now we are on a mission. And when I say we are on a mission, I was talking to myself. It's like we and me and myself. I'm telling myself that now we are on a mission. And I said, what is the mission? The mission is from story reading. So we are reading stories. Even we talk about this book is full of stories. These are all stories. The writer is talking about his stories, he's talking about some other stories, all stories. So we are going through a process of story reading, which is happening in most of the book reading groups, followed by storytelling. So, like, as you're putting that story into your life, into your action, you are coming up with some experiences. And the second step that we are doing in this setup, in this 7:30 p.m. setup, is we are inviting you to tell the story. So get into storytelling. I'm not talking about one word. So first word is story reading, second word is storytelling. The third one is story writing. So, well, you are not writing the story anyway. However, we are using AI to write that story. So that is why I want to see the connect, that whether exactly this is what you wanted to say, or exactly can you connect your feelings with the story which is eventually coming up, which I'm sharing with you. That is the story writing part. Probably you and I can also write story out of those stuff which is coming out. And then part comes the last part, which I just don't know how it came to my mind. It's about story selling. Story selling. This guy is selling this story, or a collection of stories. And probably I think all the best books that have become eventually bestsellers, they have gone through all these four phases. The author has gone through all these four phases. It started with story reading. So, like Sahil has mentioned, many resources at the end of the book. If you go to the index, you will find them. There are many indexes, there are many resources he has mentioned. That is the story reading part. Story reading also includes interacting with people. So, as he was interacting with people, he was listening to them. That is also part of story. So, it is he's collecting their stories from their own voice, their own words, followed by storytelling. So he used to talk about this to his friends before he came up with this idea of putting it together in a form of a book. So from storytelling, it moved to story writing. And as it moved to story writing, eventually he came up with a book, and it moved into the phase of story selling. And incidentally, what I also observed was, out of these four words, story reading, storytelling, story writing, story selling, these are all one words. I'm not saying they are separate words. Okay, so there are 4 words. Each of them is a one word: story reading, story writing, storytelling, story selling. Out of these 4 words, the dictionary could identify only one, which is storytelling. None of the other 3 words are there in the dictionary. Others are yet to make their presence felt, and we are making it happen. We are making it happen. And again, this we is me and myself. Okay, that was a dialogue I was having with myself. And I told myself, join me in creating the history. How did the other 3 words find their place in the dictionary? Every word find its place in the dictionary with some events. Something happened. So these 3 words are still not in the dictionary. If somebody in the future asks that how did the other 3 words, story reading, story writing, and storytelling, story selling, got their entry into the dictionary, it will route it back to this moment. That there's somebody with the name Pinaki who used to call himself as a life coach. He was reading this book and he came up with this idea that let us be on a mission. Like you and me are on a mission right now, and that you is he himself. And he came up with this idea here. Then he declared it in one of their experience sharing sessions. Eventually, people started working on it, and these 3 words got their entry in the dictionary. Isn't it amazing?
Pinaki, especially something is happening to me after all these sessions of yours. I want to share that. I think I've shared that on message also, but I will share with Bharatji is also there. So basically, when
2 minutes, okay? It's already 7:54. You've got 2 minutes.
yeah. So basically, you have kind of, built this habit of, storytelling. So like today also we were having that session wherein that lady was taking of the women empowerment and women emotional intelligence. When she was giving, there was at the back of the mind, I knew that okay, this could also be one of the story that I can write. So somehow, from your experience, you are thinking that, oh, why not write my experience and create a story, which I never thought I should be doing, but now I'm doing that.
होगा. So this we which I started with me and myself, हो सकता है इसमें भरत भी आ जाए, श्रुति भी आ जाए, every other person may be a part of it, and they keep on discovering themselves that what is possible, what is possible. Wonderful session. 7:55. Thank you for being with me. We'll read chapter 2, 3, 4, or at least chapter 3 up to chapter 3, and do some activities based on certain insights, and then come and share on Monday evening at 7:30.
आज का फोटो रह
Okay.
गया
हो हाँ फोटो लेंगे सॉरी या भूल गया था I was so excited to share my own story today. Here we go. So one, look at the camera, everyone. Look at the camera and then count 1, 2, 3. Do not blink your eyes. So 1, 2, 3. Absolutely awesome. Thank you so much, Bharat, for reminding. Now the excitement में भूल ही गया था.
So now Monday we will have the session, right? No sessions on Saturday and Sunday, right?
Saturday, Sunday is just covering up. So you can read more, you can do other. Actually, Saturday, Sunday, I spend a lot of time in developing myself. So I do not get into any training sessions. But I'm planning one for tomorrow evening where I will be talking about. Let me stop the recording.